Right now at 6, an ever-changing Great Salt Lake and its surrounding wetlands are a sanctuary for migrating birds.
Yes, but the state fears the drought and climate change are threatening the lake and its wildlife. Tracking the ripple effects lower water levels could have is ABC4's Jonathan May. Jonathan?
The Great Salt Lake, the largest saline lake in the Western Hemisphere and the 8th largest salt lake in the world. The lake is 75 miles long by 35 miles wide. Remote islands, shorelines, and wetlands help to shape the environment.
There are very few places like it in North America, very few places like it in the world.
This unique body of water is connected to roughly 75% of all wetlands in Utah, critical habitats for birds, relying on the lake since it's a critical link in the Pacific Flyway between North and South America.
About a third of all migratory birds in the western United States spend some of their time in Great Salt Lake, either nesting or feeding.
Biologists say birds eat the brine shrimp in the lake, while the brine shrimp eat algae.
The wetlands themselves and the lake are part of an intertwined ecosystem. They function together.
Meaning everything hinges on the lake not drying. Lower water levels could result in higher salt concentrations in the water, which would decrease algae, impacting the brine shrimp and birds that rely on the shrimp for food. A huge blow to Utah's environment and economy.
That's ultimately not going to be to our benefit. There's multi-million-dollar industries that run out of Great Salt Lake. The brine shrimp industry, the salt industry, bird watching, tourism draws millions of dollars every single year.
The state fears the result of low water levels may be increased dust, poor air quality, reduced snow, decreased lake access, and habitat loss. Birds would be forced to migrate somewhere else.
Whether it's a good water year or a bad water year, it's all how we can provide habitat for migratory birds.
To get a better understanding of the work being done to protect the birds and this environment, I talked with the complex manager at the Bear River Migratory Bird Refuge.
The Bear River provides 2/3 of all freshwater inputs into the Great Salt Lake. And so we, as land managers here on this refuge, we rely on the water from the Bear River to help us manage this habitat for migratory birds.
Here at the Bird Refuge, using your binoculars, you can see nearly 80,000 acres of land. Over 250 species of birds can be seen migrating through the area on an annual basis,
such as ducks, geese, and swans. Holmes says birds come to the refuge by the millions to eat and rest during migration. Other species stay to breed, nest, and raise their young across the refuge wetlands. Part of their job here is to help monitor water levels and control predators on the refuge to help protect nesting birds.
This one was established in 1928 to protect migratory water birds, waterfowl, shorebirds, and so we've been doing that for the last 100 years.
Protecting the birds will continue to be the goal of the refuge heading into the future, as an ever-changing Great Salt Lake could impact their world. Reporting in Salt Lake City, Jonathan May, ABC4 News.